So last time I spent a couple of days up on the water reservoir above Boise, Idaho, and had a great couple of days paddling and just hanging out and camping, burning some wood by the side of this lake, and exploring around with the dude. But when it went back into Boise, and Jared wanted to test out his new rescue equipment for those times that you run off the side of the mountain like we're sitting here watching. It's really hard to rescue a bike by yourself if it's down a hill like this or anywhere else. And they do tend to travel when you go off the trails. You can go down 20, 30, 40, 50 feet before the bike hits a tree or a rock or something. So we decided to go test out some gear.
I don't really know where to start, but I know we need an anchor point. So I would imagine if we simulate, that's the hill, right?
Well, we're up there.
Yeah.
That's where we came off the hill.
Yeah,
the bike's down here.
The bike's down here. So we're going to say we're going to use one of those trees as an anchor point, right? And so we're going to tie off to the tree, and we're going to tie off to the bike. And, we can, first what we'll do, I guess, is that we'll take two of us. One person running the rope, the other person holding the bike upright.
Yeah.
And then we'll try and see
if one of us can do it.
If one of us can do it. Yeah. And then
that sounds good.
And so we're just going to try this out. Like I said, never done it before, so
let's do it.
Well, it's the only way to learn. So I got a diagram and I've seen it done. And,
so what are we going to do? We're going to lay a bike over on the side and...
Yeah, we just lay it down right here, and then, basically we're going to pick it up, and we got to stand it up once we start going up the hill. This hill is probably going to be kind of soft, so
well, we don't have to go all the way up. We just have to simulate it and find out where the problems are, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to pull that hard, huh?
Well, I mean, I don't know it'll be too hard actually once we get it on there going.
I can't wait. I've never actually used more than one pulley, so
we're going to find out. Oh yeah, and also with the carabiners, it calls for the oval ones, right? And all I have are the D. So I don't know if it's going to put the rope in a bind, the cord in a bind or not.
I doubt it.
I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. But that's what they recommend. We're going to try it with what the fuck we got. And if it doesn't work, then we'll know it doesn't work and we need...
Why the beaners? Why do you need beaners? Why don't you have 4 pulleys instead of...
Well, because that's your pull point. So you're clipping, and that uses your prusik, and
I guess I'll figure it all out.
Yeah. So we'll.
You show me.
The diagram.
You got the diagram, but you've never done this before.
Never done it before. So.
But you think you got all the gear that you need.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna look at the diagram, and we're gonna lay this thing out, and
we're gonna practice it before we need it.
That's right. Try to learn.
Because we just about needed it yesterday a couple times.
That's the only way to learn, right? You might look like an idiot, but who gives a shit what you look like?
Let's look like an idiot today so we look like pros when we actually have to.
So this is going to be your diagram layout here. So this is about 65 foot of polycord. 8 mil, I think.
Rated to?
I think it's 4,000 pound. I don't really remember, but I think it's 4,000 pounds. 2 standard beaners, I don't know, load bearing beaners. I think they're 2,500 pounds a piece. These are just webbing, and actually all this webbing is ratchet straps. I just cut the webbing off of it. And then recovery pulleys, 2 recovery pulleys. And that's it. So that's all we've got to
That's all
work
we're gonna work our magic with that.
Mm-hmm. And actually I think you could probably have less cord if you wanted to make a smaller one. The problem is your pull distance, your limit, the length of cord, of course, which is going to reduce the length of, pull that you have.
What's going to keep you from dropping your load?
Oh, if I'm constipated. No, so, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I did bring, shit, at least I hope I brought it. I think I did. Paracord.
I got 2 straps of it in there.
So I think I got some paracord. That's right. I forgot about this. So these are I'm gonna make prusiks. I'll make 2 prusik loops out of this, and that's gonna be for safety, so that if you accidentally slip with the rope, it doesn't take off and you lose your load.
Even in wet weather like we have now.
Right. So
in theory, that's what's going to happen.
In theory, and we're gonna give that a shot too. So we're gonna have to tie up a couple of prusik loops because I don't have them tied yet. So. Wonder if we can get around this twice. Probably not. What do you think? Probably not gonna be able to get around that twice.
Yeah.
So should do this. Here. Here. And that, I think, goes there. But it's not going to go there until we get the cord. So we're going to have the cord going through here.
Yep.
We're going to make the prusik, and it's going to hook to here to keep the tension. So as the cord and the weight is here, that causes the prusik to tighten up so it won't slide. It's going to be hooked there. So I need to go get the poly cord. That's your basic setup there.
Got it.
Rolled up. I was hoping it was going to unroll. That didn't work.
You probably ought to tie one piece of it off. I just don't know how much you're going to need to throw.
But we got 2 people right now, so we're doing it with 2 people.
All right, all right.
At this point. So.
You're going to do the exact same thing down here onto the bike as you're doing to the tree.
Right. So I got this tie around the forks. This is probably your best pull spot. And now I'm going to take my carabiner and my pulley, which is in my pocket. And I'm going to attach the pulley to my lead rope with the carabiner and the prusik. So set this right here and just put the prusik on. And I'm never really good at these things, is figuring out how to do it so I don't fucking cross the thing up this knot and getting this knot in the way. But we'll figure it out. Somebody that does this is probably a lot better at it than I am, but they're learning. So, now we gotta get that piece of rope down here and back up to there. So,
Huh?
yeah.
What piece of rope?
The end of the pull rope.
It ain't coming down this far.
Well, we'll see how far it's gonna come. We may have to move the bike a little bit. We're gonna see. All right. Ah, there we go.
So it turns out that bike rescue was not near as easy as Jared had hoped, but it was actually much harder than I had even imagined. I know how hard it is getting a bike up a hill because I've done it with a few guys several times, but without rope. So I always thought, hey, rope would be a great addition, and pulleys would be, reduce the load on the bike. But it's a 400 and something pound bike here, so it wasn't easy, but seems like the rope made it a little bit easier. And it even seems like with enough time and energy, possibly you could even do this yourself. Except the problem was the bike was rolling, and it made it easier pulling it up, but then you had to keep it from rolling back down the hill. So, and I'm not sure exactly how you would roll the bike up with one person. A lot of questions raised. And I'm not sure either one of us became confident at this point. Maybe just confident enough at this point to know that we needed to learn more about motorcycle rescue, or either that or always carry 4 or 5 guys with you every time you ride, which I think Jared does a lot, but most of the time I'm by myself when I'm riding, so I've just got to be I've got to be pretty cautious when I'm riding down the trail, because either that or go, you know, walk out of the desert, which I've done a few times, and you know, go find some help. But it's always much better to be able to rescue yourself in situations like this. But in this situation, it would have taken me forever to do this by myself. As you can see, the both of us are struggling so much. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's got a better way to do this. If you got any ideas, let me know in the comments. Maybe there's a way to self-rescue, you know, standing up the bike on a stick. I don't know. I'm at a loss. But join me next time as we roll into Oregon, into and across Oregon. What a beautiful state. I didn't spend much time rolling through there the first pass, but it was still a very pleasant journey.